We are not in Great Britain, believe it or not. We are actually in Virginia, and we are touring Colonial Williamsburg. This place is incredible. There are original homes here dating back to the 18th century. How cool is that? Right here is the governor's palace.
This is from which royal power in the colonial era partly emanated from. Come and join us on this tour.
Yay.
Colonial Williamsburg is found 1 hour outside of Richmond and was restored to look as it did during the colonial period. Williamsburg was the capital of the Virginia colony until the Revolutionary War.
They do reenactments here of the history. Everybody that works here is dressed in the colonial period outfits. We're gonna see what we can find. This is like Disneyland for American history buffs. Let's go.
Williamsburg, Virginia was first settled by English colonists in 1632, and walking the grounds here, we get a glimpse at what the life and times were like.
So behind me is the Capitol building, the center of the British authority throughout the 18th century. We are stepping back in time. Look how cool this is.
Even here. So, while we go through the building, we're gonna keep seeing symbols of royal authority. We'll see if we can keep spotting them. We also, while we're inside, are gonna talk about all 3 branches of government, because in truth, they all have their roles to play here.
Where are we? We're at the courthouse.
Courthouse and the Capitol building.
Judicial branch.
We have a lot of symbols of royalty here, including Queen Anne. This is the courthouse of life and death. If you were tried here, it was usually for crimes of murder and piracy. Our guide gave us an abbreviated version of America's earliest history in the judicial system, which heavily relied on the royal family in England. It's pretty crazy. There was not a separation of church and state at the time. And in order to be a part of the government system, you had to be a free person, a white man, you had to own property, and you had to be part of the Anglican Church. So 6 requirements, not many people met that. It was around 10% of the population.
Walking the grounds, we noticed the public gaol, otherwise known as the jail, where thieves, enslaved runaways, debtors, and political prisoners were placed in cells and waited to be tried or hanged. Of the gaol's most notorious inmates were several pirates who had served under Blackbeard and were captured with him in 1718.
These are the gallows. We're inside the jail. You would be jailed if you were a suspected loyalist or imprisoned for debt.
Emerging from the gaol, we noticed a rare breed of sheep that are here on the Colonial Williamsburg ground. They're called Leicester Longwolves, originating in Britain and used as a pioneer breed. We even noticed a baby lamb that was grazing in the pastures, which was very cute. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, be sure to smash the thumbs up button and subscribe down below.
It's like a little neighborhood. These beautiful live oak trees. So we're walking around and the grounds here are beautifully landscaped, and there are 89 buildings that are original, dating back to the 18th century.
Let's go inside.
Yeah. Look at how big Virginia was. It was Virginia and West Virginia together.
Walking the grounds, we heard a clattering of hooves along the cobblestone streets. These are the horse and buggy rides that take you straight back to the 17th century. Be sure to book one early as they sold out during our trip. At 4 p.m. was one of our favorite parts of the trip. This is the fife and drum march. The procession led its way through the streets, and the music took us right back to the colonial period. Virginia was at the brink of a revolution, and firearms were required in Colonial Williamsburg. Here we watched the firelock demonstration, which shows you what loading and firing was like in the 18th century.
So we are listening to the pipe and fife drum procession here at Colonial Williamsburg. And just so you know, for visitors, you can enter this area. There is a cost for parking, but you can enter this area free of charge. But to see some of the reenactments and go inside the building, you want to get a ticket, and it's $35 for adults. The grounds here with all of these mature trees, it's incredible. There's so much character to this area. So we're trying to see as much as we can before 5 o'clock. That's when they close. And we are visiting here in April. It is about 80 degrees and very humid outside. But wow, look at this giant lawn right here. The gardens are incredible. Behind me is the Governor's Palace. This is one of the must-see buildings here at Colonial Williamsburg. So this is a stately pre-colonial mansion home to several British royals. Let's go inside. This reminds me of the Palace of Versailles, America style. I love how much character this place has. Look at all the moss on the rooftops. Low clearance. Heading into the cellar. Ooh, natural AC. It smells like the Pirates of the Caribbean down here. Doesn't it? Wow. We're trapped. We're lost. Can you imagine being locked down here? Gotta get out. We're gonna be stuck back in time. Stuck in the 1700s. God.
We made it out safely, unfortunately without any buried treasure, but we got to explore the grounds of the beautiful Governor's Palace. It was so beautiful, we decided to do a little photo shoot, followed by an adventure.
The never-ending maze. Will we make it out? Who knows? Whoa. We're in a labyrinth. Uh-oh, guys. We might get stuck in the 1700s. Whew. Which way to choose? Ah! Ah! Oh, God.
And
Dead end. Grrr. We're stuck in the land before cell phones. No GPS. How do we get out? Ah! Oh, where are you going? You're cheating. Uh-oh, which way? Which way? Let's try this way. Whoa. Ah! Oh, God. Do we see the light? Ah, we got out. We made it. We made it. We're going back in time to a dining experience from the 18th century. King's Arm Tavern. Look at this menu. They actually have original items from the 1700s. How cool is this? Including peanut soup, baked bread, and we have whipped butter, ham, and corn. They also have wine from Virginia here. I'm trying the Viognier from Virginia.
she reminds me of that.
Full-bodied. Almost tastes like a port wine. This is the Cornish hen, and this is the game pie. Oh my gosh, look at this. Gamey.
It's delicious.
Trying the Cornish game hen here. So crispy, so good. And like and subscribe down below. We'll see you in the next video.